waiting doesn't do anything, it's just, I have to be doing something.
Yeah, waiting's not happening. You have to be doing something, huh?
Yeah.
And no, you don't have to be doing anything. The only thing you have to be doing is remaining in the moment, doing the balanced breath, and let the mantras do their job. Okay? There's nothing you have to be doing. What are you going to change when underneath everything is this perfection?
Right.
Okay?
It's such a relief.
It is a relief. It is a relief.
Yeah.
It's a big relief when you can finally let go of that, saying that I have to be the doer and I'm the one that's going to change it. Well, the imperfection in the world is not anything to do with God. The imperfection of the world is man's ignorance driving things. Greed and all of these things driving, I want more, I need to have this, and therefore it's man's out of balance. That's the problem. There's no problem with the balance of nature when man's not interfering in it.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay?
I see, yeah.
So when you get the imbalance out of the way, all you can have is balance. Okay, and the imbalance is the mind and the driving and the the desires, aversions that's driving this behavior. Okay, and the behavior comes out of a feeling of lack or
right,
unhappiness. So when you get to realization, there is no lack, no feeling of lack, just no flow, unhappiness. Right? It's just flow. So how can it not come back to its natural state? You're quite contented with where you are. You're quite contented to leave other people where they're at. You don't have this big Messiah complex. I need to go out and save the world. Oh my God, if I'm not there, the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Right.
I just have this feeling that it's so simple that it's just ridiculously simple, and that it's just going to snap, and it's going to...
It is, and that's what's taking place. As you can see, when you went to the airport and things started falling away, it can happen in any moment. Doesn't mean when you're sitting down to practice, that's when it's going to take place. You sit down to practice and these things start in motion, but nobody knows what's going to be the trigger that everything falls away with. Just like when you went to the airport, everything started to kind of to shift and morph, and you went into a feeling like this is unreal because it's a different feeling. And we are in a dream state. This is nothing more than an extended dream state. It's same with the dream analogy. At night, when you're sleeping, you can dream you're being eaten by a tiger, and it can feel very real at the time you wake up and go, oh, okay, it was nothing, it was a dream. Same thing with waking from this, what people view as reality here. When you awaken from that, it was like, oh, it was all just another dream.
Could have had a V8.
I could have had a V8. Why? Why was I stuck in that?
Yeah.
And so you see that the only thing one needs to be liberated from is the mind and that drama. There's nothing to be liberated from here because it becomes Leela, the play of God. Okay? And then you just begin to live. Like I said, before realization, I was existing. It was not a great existence.
Yeah.
It was a lot of suffering. It was a lot of depression. It was not a happy person. Okay? And so when everything falls away and one enters into that pure life, pure living, it's a joy.
Yeah.
Even with all the nonsense that goes on. This week, the hit and run on my car, deliver the couch with a big rip in it, the earthling service, which you can't, nothing, 3 days, 4 days on the phone, full days of trying to get this rectified. Even with all the nonsense that takes place, because the nonsense doesn't stop when you become realized or you become a guru, you still have the same things happening, flat tires, everything is the same. But the reaction to it is different, okay? And even that is fine. It's play, it's momentary, it's over, it's done. Yeah, and you just sit and laugh about it later. It's, it's quite fine. It's quite fine.
Whew. Relief.
Relief.
If I can just remember this. Going in and out of the doership thing,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a relief, and then I get right back into it again.
It's a tough one to pull out of,
Yeah.
because, this is what we're driven by society here. You have to be a success. In order to be a success in this society, you have to be a doer. You need to implement. You need to put this in place. You need to change things. This is what we're taught since a young age. You need to go to school. You need to make the grades. You need to have, you need to be successful. You need to have a big house. You need to have a big name. You need to, these are what fulfills society.
It's what the whole world is based on, it seems like.
It's based on ego.
Yeah.
It's based on the illusion that we are this transient thing and we have these holes. In order to fill these holes, we need to look prosperous on the outside. We need to have this mask and persona in place. But you see, the ones that have developed this big, huge mask and persona really are not happy. They're not happy. So this doesn't work. This way doesn't work.
Right.
So when you come back to the simplicity, and you let go of all these driving things, what a relief it is when one can start to relax into that and sees that the car, the name, the fame, these are not who and what one is, and it never brings happiness to try to develop that. That one comes back to see that I'm only this ground of being, and it's one, and it's not separate. There are no higher, no lower, anywhere. Okay? It's a relief.
Yeah.
It's a relief. So much easier.
Yeah.
So much
It's
easier. It is easier.
It's getting easier all the time.
It gets easier all the time? Good.
And then you do this.
And then you do that?
And then you go like, there's nothing to hang on to.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing to hang on to.
It's like, oh, there's nothing there. What am I hanging on to? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that to myself? Right, right. And
Exactly.
then you can let go of it and say, okay, I don't need to be hanging onto this rope for dear life. There's nothing to hang on to. And when we let go of that fear long enough to find out, we found out, why was I doing that? Why was I doing that?
I'm doing that again right now.
There you go. Meanwhile,
no rope.
You want that rope?
There is no rope.
There is no
That's
rope.
the problem. There's no rope to hold on
Reaching
to.
for
But you keep trying to
false
hang
rope.
on to that rope.
This month I am. I'm trying to hang on to the rope, and now I'm like, there's no rope.
There's no rope. Yeah, so let go of trying to hang on to the rope, and it will be much smoother, much easier if we let go of the rope.
It is.
Okay.
This is like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good now.
All you need to do is breathe and let go of it, and it will rectify itself, okay? So why am I working so hard to make it so difficult? Haven't I got tired of the difficult yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we want to be the doer. We want to say that I have to control the action. Yeah, but we don't control anything. And the more we try to control it, the more out of control one feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you can kind of let go and just go into witness state and watch it, you'll find out that it's going to rectify itself in some manner. Okay?
It always feels much better too when you just like, okay.
Yes, it feels much better when you...
It does.
Stop fighting the universe.
Well, stop fighting the universe. It's because you'll lose.
Right, exactly.
It's much bigger than you are.
You can't win when you fight the universe. So the best thing is to
Right.
surrender and find out there was nothing to fight in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Namaste.
Namaste.